Hi guys, it's
Lauren Daisy.
Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do like my kind of Christmassy go-to makeup, like the kind of makeup I do on Christmas Day, but I thought I would make it a little bit more fun. So today I'm going to be trying out the Lottie London Gossip Girl makeup collection. So I have the entire collection. I actually got it quite a while ago for my birthday, but I was waiting because I wanted to do a video on it. If you haven't seen it yet, my Ultimate Gossip Girl video just came out yesterday. Oh, I don't know if that's when you're watching this actually, but when I was filming it, it came out yesterday. I would love if you would go and watch it. In keeping with the theme, we would do the Gossip Girl makeup today. 2 lip kits, 2 eyeshadow palettes, and 2 liquid blushes. They kind of follow a similar kind of color scheme-ish. So I think what I'm going to do is choose one kind of group, so 1 lip kit, 1 blush, and 1 eyeshadow palette to do my Christmassy kind of makeup with today, and then I will do the other 3 for a different look, maybe like a New Year's one or something in a later video. The collection is so cute. Honestly, I've been waiting for like Gossip Girl makeup because Gossip Girl never does collabs with anything. Friends is another one of my favorite shows, and there's everything. There is, if I was to make a video on every single piece of Friends merch that I could find, it would probably be about 7 hours, like my Gossip Girl video. You've got mugs, you've got makeup, you've got all kinds of stuff like that, and Gossip Girl just never really did anything like that. They never did any, you know, kind of like fashion dolls or, you know, makeup or anything. The only 2 like Gossip Girl merch, I guess, aside from like these, is the Funko Pops that they did, which I have all of them and I absolutely love them. And also there's a Gossip Girl board game, which I really think would be fun to buy on eBay. I think it only was released in America or something, and like play with one of my friends for a video. So let me know if you'd want to see that. But it's like a Never Have I Ever board game. And it's the same for Pretty Little Lies. I'm not even going to get into it, but all my favorite shows usually never have merch or anything, or any kind of like collaborations, things like that. So I was super excited when I saw this. I didn't actually see anybody talking about it online or really reviewing it, much hype around it, or see it on TikTok or anything like that. I found it when I was researching for my Gossip Girl video. I came across these. They had already been released when I found them. So the collection is divided up into 2 kind of halves. You've got a Serena half and you have a Blair half, kind of inspired by the characters, which I thought was really, really cool. For the Christmassy one today, I'm going to go for the Blair half of the collection, because it's just, there's like, we've got a red lip duo, you know, that kind of more reddy, kind of corally blush, and then also the browns and silvers and golds. They just feel more Christmassy to me and like the kind of thing that I would usually go for at Christmas. Very warm toned, so that's what I think I'm going to go with. For my, I think probably I might do a New Year's makeup. I will then go for the Serena side, which is definitely more like cool toned. We've got pinks, lots of purples in the eyeshadow palette and things, and then obviously the names are also inspired by like Gossip Girl and things like that as well, which I think is really cool. The collection is still available on the website, which is pretty cool because usually these things are like limited edition, but they're still up. The packaging is so cute. I'll show you like a close-up, but the names, I absolutely love the names. So we'll start with the eyeshadow palettes. For me, I would actually swap these names over. So this is the Blair kind of inspired one, and it's called It Girl. But I feel like Serena's always the It Girl. Like that's kind of her whole thing. It's the Serena kind of inspired one, and it's called You Know You Love Me, which I think is really cute. Overall, I really like both of them. I think it's hard because naturally I do kind of gravitate more towards this one with the neutrals, but I actually really like the purpley tones and the more cool tone side of this one. So I think together they work really well and they complement each other really well. Kind of like Serena and Blair, I guess. Then when you get into the lip kits and the blushes, all the names match. So you have 3 words 8 letters, say it and I'm yours, which I thought is so, that is such a cute idea. And it makes up, you know, the quote that Blair says to Chuck in season 2. And I thought that was such a cute idea. All the packaging is really nice. They've kind of got this xoxo with the O being a love heart. That's kind of the scheme they've gone for, and I think it looks really, really cute. They've got like the lip prints, like the little kiss marks, I think are really sweet, and also everything has the kind of skyline of New York on it as well. So like the eyeshadow palettes all have like, I know you can't really see from over there, but they have, I'll put pictures up like properly on the screen, but they have the like skyline of New York at the bottom as well. And obviously the official logo. I just think it's been really, really well done. Love it. I love all of it. I really do. And the branding, the, you know, names, everything is just really cool. I don't think I've ever actually tried anything from Lottie London before, so I'm also excited to try out their products for the first time. So I'm going to basically do my normal kind of makeup routine up until we get to the products. So this is the Soap and Glory Speed Plump Moisturizer. I'm interested to know, do you guys do your makeup on Christmas? Are you the kind that, you know, likes to sit down and have your makeup done and everything for Christmas dinner, or, you know, just Christmas Day in general? Or are you, you know, more of a Christmas is just like a day off, it's a chill day, you know, no makeup or anything like that? For me, I've always been one that likes to wear makeup on Christmas Day. I just think it's fun. And I mean, I usually still wear like my pajamas and stuff, don't get me wrong. But I'm going to use my go-to foundation as well, which is the Essence Fresh and Fit foundation in Fresh Ivory. My makeup sponge is also from Essence as well, and it's literally like £3. I just realised I didn't put any foundation on my neck. What am I doing? Usually while dinner is like getting ready and things, I will go and I like to watch a Christmas episode of a TV show. My go-to is the Pretty Little Liars Christmas episode. I think it's such a shame that we didn't get more than one Pretty Little Liars Christmas episode and Gossip Girl Christmas episode. But alas, I take what I have and I watch those while I do my makeup. The Pretty Little Liars one is my go-to. It's just really like nostalgic for me and it feels super Christmassy. This is the Essence Camouflage Healthy Glow Concealer, and it is in light neutral, which is shade 20. This one I really like. These two together, this one is so like battered, the lid's broken and everything. These two together, for me, they're like my perfect shade, and also they don't cling to dry patches, which is like a really big kind of issue that I find. My skin is quite dry, and I don't use any setting powder or anything for that same reason, because it just makes me look so dry. It's so dry. I'm literally just gonna brush my eyebrows. If I am going out, or I want them to stay for a while, I use the Revolution Soap Brow. Okay, let's move on to the liquid blush. I've never actually used a liquid blush. Yeah, I have Colourpop's two of Colourpop's blush sticks. I absolutely love them. Love, love, love these. I feel like I'm gonna like it because, as I said, skin's quite dry. I'm intrigued though. I'm like, how much do you use? Because this is quite a tube. Like, this is quite a tube, I think. But I feel like it's gonna go quite a long way. And then do I use my finger? Do I use my sponge? I'm just gonna do a little line. I'm nervous. Why am I nervous? I like a more heavy blush. I also like to take my blush like up here. Also, if it's looking quite intense right now, my skin gets like really red when I touch it. This whole video is just like a what's wrong with Lauren's skin, but it does get a little bit red, so sometimes I have trouble judging if it's actually like intense blush or if my skin just hasn't calmed down yet. I don't know how it looks on camera, but in person it looks really cute. Because for me, I like an intense blush, and I feel like with powder you have to just like keep going, or with like the blush sticks you have to like keep applying it. But this blended so nicely. I'm obsessed. I'm literally like, this is no joke. This video isn't sponsored. But if it was, I would love that. This blended so incredibly nicely, and obviously I don't know how it would look with a kind of different foundation. This one is very glowy. It's not matte or anything, so I don't know if you had a matte one, maybe if it would mix a bit weird or would settle. But with this foundation, it looks so nice. I feel like as well, one of my favorite things to do on more lazy days is I will do just concealer. I'll just do a bit of concealer, and I will do my blush sticks from Colourpop and the highlighter stick, just like on my skin, just to give myself like a bit of colour. And I feel like this would work really nicely literally just on the skin as well. I absolutely love that. I think that looks so nice. It's a really nice shade as well. I'm gonna put a teeny tiny dab on my nose as well. For me, that is a 10 out of 10. The formula is really nice. It doesn't, yeah, like I said, doesn't cling to any dry patches, blends really well, just like melts into the skin really nicely. I do definitely think though that this will end up being my favorite shade. I don't know, for me, I do like a pinky blush sometimes. Like I have, oh, I don't have it in this makeup bag, but I have the Colourpop Sailor Moon one. So I do like this tone, but I think this will definitely be the one that I reach for more, and this is the Say It liquid blush. Also, Lottie London is completely cruelty free, which is something that's really important to me. So if you ever watch a makeup video of mine and I don't mention in it, it will be, everything is cruelty free always. Do my highlight, and then we will go into the eyeshadow palette. My go-to highlighter is the Colourpop Flexitarian highlighter, the Super Shock Cheek one. There is a reason that this was so hyped about at like, oh my gosh, in like 2018 maybe, I can't even remember, but I just remember seeing it absolutely everywhere, so I wanted to try it, and it is insane. It is genuinely so good. I personally kind of struggle with highlighter because I like a golden, like warmer highlighter. And I think that suits me better. For me, that kind of like, what would you even call it? Like champagne gold kind of thing. That's what I think kind of complements my skin tone the best. That's what I feel like I like. That's what I like. Anyway, but usually I find it quite hard to find a highlighter that is warmer toned for my skin, because I am very pale. So usually the palest highlighters will be silvers and that kind of tone, and I really don't like those. Just a little bit on my nose and the cupid's bow. I'm lazy, so I'm not going to do a eyeshadow base or anything. If I was like going out then I would probably, and if I am going to, then it will be the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I think that's the only eyeshadow primer that I have. Yeah, I hardly ever use it. I hardly ever use primer and stuff like that. I probably should, but it's just another step in it. You know what I mean? So we're going to go with the It Girl eyeshadow palette. So this is the eyeshadow palette. We have 12 shades here. And oh my gosh, they all have names. Wait, okay, that might sound really dumb, and they didn't have names written on them. I just assumed they didn't have names, but they all have names. This is so exciting. I'm actually really excited to see what they named all of these. Okay, so number 1 is called Party. Number 2 is called Missed Me, which is cute. 3 is called Elite. Number 4 is called One and Only. Number 5 is called We're Sisters, which is so cute. It's from that scene where Blair's like, we're sisters. What is you is me. 6 6 is Oh Darling. Number 7 is Scandal. Number 8 is Upper East Side. And I think that's really cute. There's no gold in Serena's palette, but I feel like gold would have been such a good shade to put in her palette, kind of like her cotillion dress. 9 is High Society, which that is such a cute one as well. Number 10 is Always and Forever. 11 is Kisses. 12 is Who Am I, which I absolutely love that. Who am I? That's a secret I'll never tell. I think that is so cute. Okay, now I love this collection even more that all of the eyeshadows have names. This whole collection is just so, it's just so well done to me. It feels so cohesive. I will save this and I will do the names when I actually open this palette in my like New Year's or whatever makeup video. Any concealer that has creased while we've been chit-chatting, I'm just gonna blend out first. I'm gonna start with that shade Party at the top here, and I'm literally just gonna go all over the lid. Because I don't set my face with powder, I do usually use a eyeshadow or whatever powder blush I'm wearing that day to just run it in the crease just to set that a little bit. The only thing that I will say about the eyeshadow palettes is, specifically this one I think, is that I don't know how well this would work with deeper skin tones. There are quite a lot of pale shades in this palette. I think the glitters would be fine. But the mattes are definitely quite muted. They're quite pale. I think obviously the blush would be absolutely fine. I think this would look gorgeous on deeper skin tones. And then obviously the lips are red. That is a really nice kind of base shade. With whatever excess I have, I'm also just going to run it underneath. I actually have my go-to Christmas eyeshadow palette with me. I will show you. The So Jaded palette from Colourpop and Kathleen Lights is my go-to Christmas palette. It is just absolutely gorgeous. I love the jewel tones and everything like that. But the reason that I love this palette so much is because of this diamond shade at the top here. It is just insane. I don't even think I'll be able to like show you properly because I would need to like show you up close and probably on my eye for you to really see. But it is a eyeshadow topper. I think kind of like that one from Urban Decay that's gone viral at the minute, that like cowboy, I can't remember what it's called, but you know the one I'm talking about. If you're on TikTok, then you know the one I'm talking about. I will do like no eyeshadow or just like a very light shade on my eyes and this all over the lid. And it takes any eyeshadow look to the next level, and just like, you know, just a real simple one just makes it look so nice. And I wish they sold just this shade, or somebody just sold just this shade. I assume this is kind of like what the Urban Decay one is like, but it is just absolutely gorgeous. So this is usually my go-to palette for my Christmas makeup. To try and recreate the look I usually go for, it's quite boring, I won't lie. I'm no makeup artist, so you're not going to get anything that crazy. You're not going to get any graphic line or anything from me. But I think you'll probably get maybe a slightly more interesting look when I do the New Year's one. But for my kind of Christmassy one, it is going to be kind of boring. I think as well because we're going to be going for a brighter lip, I don't usually do like, I try to keep it balanced. I don't do like heavy eye, heavy lip. I'll usually just go one or the other. So I'm going to first go in with this shade, which is Scandal, this one here. It's more of a kind of pinky nude. I'm just going to take that pretty much all over the lid again. You can tell I'm like not a professional makeup YouTuber because you're like sat so far away. I'll probably zoom it in post, but like in reality, you're like right at the end of my bed, like so far away from me. So now the crease is a tiny bit warmer. You probably can't even see it. I'm going to go in with that final shade, Who Am I? That kind of more deeper brown at the bottom here. I'm going to do that with this Real Techniques one. I don't know if this was limited edition for Christmas or something. But it's a 203. This is easily the best blending brush in the whole world. I absolutely love this brush. And one time, I think it was my dog, got to it and immediately went out the next day and bought a new one. So this is like one of my holy grail makeup products right here. The pigmentation, I haven't actually said anything about the actual palette, but the pigmentation of these shades is really, really nice. They blend absolutely gorgeously. I feel like I sound biased because I just love Gossip Girl, that I'm going to be like, this entire collection is amazing. But it honestly has been so far. Like I said, I hadn't tried anything from Lottie London before, but this makes me want to try more of their products because these eyeshadows are just absolutely gorgeous. There's a tiny bit of fallout like in the actual eyeshadow pan when I dip my brush in, but that is not coming across on the eye at all. I'm just going to take that just under as well, like a tiny bit, literally just with whatever is left. I'm really drawn to this one here, one and only. I'm really like want to just put this all over my lid. But then I feel like the darker bronze ones are also quite nice. I'm going to do like a very like light brushing of this Miss Me one. And then I think I'm going to like pack on this one and only one over the top. Because I do just want to see how the darker ones perform a little bit before I go straight in with that white one. I'm gonna go in with a brush first, which to be honest with you I don't usually do. Usually I go like straight in with my finger, but because I don't want this one to be as intense, I am gonna just go with the brush instead. Oh my god, this is so pretty. It's not packing on lots because that's not what I wanted. I'm going like quite light with it. But it's just leaving these little like flecks of gold, which is really, really nice. See, now I don't know. Do I want this one all over the lid? Do you know what? I'm going to go for it. Okay. I'm just going to go like pat this one on a bit more. Because it's not as dark as I thought it would be. I'll show you a proper close-up at the end of the video. If you just wanted a bronzy eye, this is just the perfect palette. Because obviously the colours, you know, the colours aren't anything groundbreaking. You're not getting any, you know, bright blues or lavenders or anything like that. But I think for the theme of Gossip Girl, you know, that is not, you don't see those kinds of bold looks in Gossip Girl. So I think this palette is really perfect, and if you are looking for a neutral palette, this one is gorgeous. It's got so many good shades, you know, the shimmers are really nice, the mattes blend really well. So I feel like if I was going on holiday or something like that, this is easily going to be one of my new like go-to just neutral palettes. It's just solid, and it was only, I don't actually know how much it was. I'll look up on the website how much it was. I think it was maybe £12 or £8. And I feel like that's honestly really good for the quality of this palette, the packaging. So now I want to go in with that one and only shade, the more shimmery, like, I don't know, I wouldn't even call it silver. It's more like a white, kind of like that champagne vibe that I was telling you about before. And I'm going to pat that over the top. It's giving a kind of similar effect to that diamond one that I was telling you about. Like, I think this all over the lid, like without any kind of darker eyeshadow or anything, would be absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna take that as my inner corner highlight. Actually, usually I would just go in with my Flexitarian one again, but this one's so pretty that I really want to use it on the inner corner. I do think the shimmers could be a bit more pigmented. I guess it depends what kind of formula they were going for. If it's more like a shadow topper kind of situation, but they aren't very opaque. That is the only thing I would say. They're not very opaque. You probably, you know, to get a real like punchy, like bright shimmer eyeshadow look, I think you would definitely have to like put down some concealer and go over it a couple times to like really make it opaque. It's definitely yeah, more of a kind of light shimmer, but I actually really like that for like the look that I'm going for anyway, and the look that I kind of go for most times when I do eyeshadow. I want to do the New Year's one, and I want like maybe more of a kind of opaque, real bright pink glittery eye or something. I think that'll be definitely more of a test. It looks really nice on my inner corners, which I do really like. I feel like I kind of want to keep it like this, to be honest. I feel like that's kind of boring because I've only tried 5 shades. Because you could always do like smoke out the lash line a bit more with that darker brown and really have fun with this palette. But I think for a more Christmassy look, I actually really love it. It looks like wet almost, like it is gorgeous. I'm just gonna do the Flexitarian shade on my brow bone. I'm gonna curl my lashes, mascara, and then lips, and we're done. For mascara, I'm using the Essence Maximum Definition Volume Mascara. Always got to get the bottom lashes as well. So we're going to go for the 3 Words lip kit. So here they are. So we have the lipstick, which is really, really cute. I love the packaging, the New York skyline around the bottom, which I think is really sweet as well. There's nothing better than a crisp lipstick. You know, like when you just opened it, that is really nice. And it looks really shiny. It looks moisturizing. So we will see. So now that I'm looking at the gloss in the bottle, it's got like little specks of glitter in it, which is really cute. This looks really nice. Like it looks like the type that if you were to wear it without the lipstick would just make your lips look so like, I don't know, like juicy. Also, it's like, it's got a good level of pigment to it. First impressions, I really, really like it. To be honest, it's more of an orangey red than I would usually go for. Because I do feel like it's making my teeth look yellow, not gonna lie. I usually would go for more of a cool toned red. It's not one that I would reach for. But now that I'm wearing it, I do actually like it. I think as well with the blush, it looks nice because they're kind of in that similar color family, so they complement each other really well. The formula is really, really nice. It feels super hydrating. It does not feel dry at all. It doesn't feel clingy. It doesn't feel like greasy either. It doesn't feel sticky. It's a really nice formula. I do not think it would last. But that's obviously just the nature of that kind of formula. It is definitely going to transfer onto whatever you're drinking. It's definitely going to wear away, you know, with food and stuff. But that's kind of the name of the game with a colour like this and that more kind of hydrating formula. I think as long as you keep this in your bag and you have the time to reapply it, I think it's really, really nice. I almost don't want to put the lipstick, the lip gloss over the top of this. I really like how this looks like by itself. So now we're going to put the lip gloss on top. Oh, it smells really nice. So yeah, it's a lip duo, but I don't know if that really means you're supposed to use them together. But I just wanted to try both. So together they do look really nice if you're looking for like a glossy red lip. They do look nice together, but I'm really excited to try this by itself because I think it's going to be like one of my new favorite glosses. The formula is really nice. Obviously, I don't know how it feels like directly on the lip, but on top of this, it feels silky. Like it feels so nice and smooth, not sticky or gummy, anything like that. It smells sweet. If you're not into fragrance, then you definitely wouldn't like this, I don't think. But for me, who I love fragrance and stuff, and especially sweet smells, I think this smells incredible. Like I want a candle that smells like this lip gloss. I didn't actually take a note of if the lipstick had a smell. I don't think it did. Yeah, the lipstick doesn't have a smell. Maybe like a tiny hint of like that kind of sweet smell, but if you weren't into fragrances, I don't think that would bother you at all. Overall, I am super happy with how the makeup turned out. I think it looks really, really nice. And I think I actually will recreate this for myself on Christmas Day because all the products worked really, really well. Do I have a favorite? Honestly, I think my favorites are the lip gloss and the liquid blush. That liquid blush, if you buy anything from this collection, get that liquid blush. It is gorgeous. And the lip gloss smells incredible. So it's winning points with that for me. But the packaging is great. It's so, so good. I'm so happy to have this in my collection. I think it's going to look so cute when I can finally set on my dressing table. I'm going to put all this stuff like out on my dressing table because I just love the look of it. As a huge Gossip Girl fan, I love this collection. I think it's really well done. And yeah, the products are really, really nice. Like I said, these two are my favorites, but I also loved both of these and can genuinely see myself using these again. Sometimes you buy things kind of more for the gimmick and you're like, oh, that looks cute on my dressing table, or yeah, that was like fun for the one time that I tried it, but it's not going to be in my everyday. But I can definitely see this being in my everyday, and I actually needed a new red lipstick, so this is perfect.
And who am I? That's not a secret I'll never tell. You know you love me. XOXO. Gossip Girl.
So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed kind of just sitting and rambling with me. Which side do you prefer? Do you prefer more of the Serena vibe or the Blair vibe? And I will definitely be making a video going through these ones as well. Please like this video, comment below. Yeah, tell me if you have this makeup, if you like it. What kind of Gossip Girl merch would you like? Because I want Gossip Girl merch so bad, but there is just none of it out there. Bye. Oh, my little like, it's even better with this lipstick on. I love that.